The sentence against rights activist Adilur Rahman Khan and Nasruddin Ilan came down in a crowded courtroom in Dhaka. Several members of human rights groups and representatives from foreign missions attended, including the UN, US, Canada and the United Kingdom. The defense and prosecution said they were not happy with the decision to send the men to prison for 2 years. Both sides will file an appeal at the High Court.
As a defense lawyer, I think the government has simply failed to prove its case. The prosecution was unable to submit any valid documents to substantiate their allegations.
As a state prosecutor, we expected a more significant and longer sentence in this case. We are planning to appeal this verdict.
A week before the verdict, right activists Adilur Rahman Khan and Nasruddin Ilan spoke to Al Jazeera about the various rights violations by security forces they have compiled over the years.
In the democratic system, in the democratic countries, human rights organizations, human rights defenders are allowed to function. But unfortunately, we have authoritarian system. And under authoritarianism, human rights is something which is foreign.
The Information Communication Act is a repressive law. It's widely used against those with dissenting voices and against opposition political party members, so that no one can speak out against the government, and is designed to create an atmosphere of fear.
Their group's Odhikar has been documenting abuses in Bangladesh since 1994 and has worked with the United Nations. This case relates to a report they published 10 years ago accusing security forces of excessive force and extrajudicial killings. The US, European Union Parliament members, Amnesty International and other rights organizations have urged the authorities here to immediately release the activists. The jail sentence verdict of two leading rights activists is bound to have a chilling effect on civil society and human rights defenders at large in Bangladesh. On Thursday, Bangladesh's Law Minister Anisul Haq said it's not possible to dismiss cases filed under a Special Digital Security Act, which activists say has been used to crack down on dissent.
In democratic countries, human rights organisations and human rights defenders are allowed to function. Unfortunately, we have an authoritarian system. Under authoritarianism, human rights is something which is foreign.
This is the first time in Bangladesh's 52-year history rights defenders have been sentenced to prison for reporting on violations. Critics and rights groups say instead of independently investigating and responding to the findings of Odhikar's report with facts, the authorities have chosen instead to punish the human rights activists for doing their work.